Hey everybody, so what I'm doing is looking at some fashion figures, reheading, rebodying, things like that, because, we're just never 100% happy with what we're getting. So I found this summer head in a box, and she is the earring, I don't know what they're called, earring magic or something. She has 3 piercings on her left, or her right ear, my left, her right, and 3 piercings over here as well, and you can put different earrings in and pop those out. She came with a bunch of earrings. I don't know where her body is. I do have a body that eventually I'll find. This one was just hanging around. It's not the same color, unfortunately. This is a more cinnamon color, I guess, than she is. She's a little bit more caramel colored. But for now, it'll have to do. So it's also a bit too athletic, in my opinion. Even though she is a very athletic girl, she just doesn't wear a lot of clothing. This is the head that I got from AliExpress. The 2 bodies I was supposed to get, they sent a bag of screws instead or something. I don't think they did it because it was 2 different companies. Like, one was the A store and one was the B store. Whoever combined and put shipping labels on them put the wrong label on the wrong package, and therefore I got somebody else's package and they got mine. So somebody out there, if you were buying some screws and you got screwed, contact me, because you probably got my dolls. And I got my money back though, thankfully. So this is a Dollar Tree doll, which are now $1. I don't know. I don't keep up anymore, it seems like. They do have really great legs, but if they're going to start going up on the prices, I'd like for them to make the arms just a tad bit longer. They are too short, and a little bit more like, like the legs, more articulated. But this head kind of goes on the body. It's you could tell the neck's a little too big, the way she's making her jaw almost want to explode. This was the original head on that body, and it's a slight improvement. It'll have to do for now, and it does match well enough. She came with some shoes that don't match her at all, like 2 different pairs of pink shoes, a comb, a purse, and a necklace, which doesn't even remotely match this. I got plenty of shoes. I'm not going to worry about it. That is the regular Barbie foot, so we're good with that one. I bought this one the other day while I was looking for a body for her. Now, I don't think it's going to match. I didn't have her head in my pocket like I was thinking about doing. Everything I see lately is not articulated. Like, I don't like this articulation. Is a bit too much personally. And I like the one that's like 20 years ago, the Fashionista. So today what we're looking at is a new doll, and I'm going to actually incorporate these into the preview for this one. So the main focus of this one is going to be presidential candidate. Leadership is an important trait kids can learn at an early age. True leaders understand how to inspire and motivate others to reach their goals. All right. I know I feel like you're looking down on it. All right. So presidential candidates encourage all to be resilient, work as a team, and use problem-solving skills to help break boundaries and reach their limitless potential. I thought it was going to be in a different language, that's why I didn't read it at first. Do you like advocating for change by leading and leading by example? You can be a presidential candidate. Now on Walmart, I did not get this at Walmart. It was said the redheaded version. I was like, yeah, you're right. She does have that really cool hair. I got it for $3.99 at Toys R Us. There's nothing else I show you except for the line of dolls that she came out with. Now I do remember a few of these. I've liked a few of them, but I'm not going to go buy a doll just to repopulate the head to a new body. Although I did get the tennis body recently. This might be a good head transition. But the rest of them, I'm like, they're not like, oh my gosh, I can't resist the head. For $3.99, I was like, the body might work. But, they had 2 more. So if it does work, I can always keep one because her head is really pretty. So let's pop her off of there and take a look at her. I know a lot of us, like you and me, us adult collectors, we're getting to the point where I don't even recognize the heads anymore. I used to. Her face is very close to. I would almost say that is Summer's head right there, to be honest with you. That's probably why I was like, whoa, it might work. In my head, my brain was going, it's Summer's head. Now, Summer has 2003 on the back of her head, and this is a Summer head. She still smells like coconut. I put some coconut butter lotion on her hair and then combed it out, washed it out and combed it out. So it still smells like coconut. Now I did get some detangling stuff and a detangling brush at Walmart. I didn't have to use it this time. but I'll be using it somewhere down the road because I know I got a Jamie Summers out there. She has this on her hand on a rubber band. It says future leader with a disc. I have no idea why. Oh, it's a sticker. Okay, I was about to say, why would you put that in there? Is it supposed to be like a CD or something? So it's a sticker, I guess. All right, so I guess you can give it to yourself. She has her hair pulled back. So let's see how nice her hair is. And I want to check the date on the back of her head. It's not bad. It's okay. It's a little dry on the ends. Let's see if she is. Nope, she is a 2016 head. And I really don't know anything now. Summer was probably the last year I really gave a crap about heads. Leah was another great head. But Kayla, Leah, it's hard to tell which one we should call that head. This is very, very similar, you can tell. I think I'm beginning to understand what the pixelation is because she looks a lot more different. I don't know how to explain it. But tell me if these heads don't look the same to you or very similar, like they're related somehow. Now, again, I've heard people say words like Millie. I don't know what a Millie head is. I look around, they all look like Millie heads to me, the more modern ones. So she is a 2016 head. She is, of course, on the, I call it a ball joint, but somebody the other day said something on somewhere. I read something else, an orbital. I was like, oh, that sounds much better. So the head is, of course, an orbital joint because it's not technically a ball joint. Now this one almost is a ball joint. Let me go and pop her head off since it's like that. It's not really a ball joint, but it's close. And getting it back on, it's not an easy one. I think the neck is just too big, unfortunately, for the head. And I'll never get that body, unfortunately. I bought another body for this one in case I really liked it. Oh, well, I'll never see that one. So her arms, they are pivotal, or they are rotating out, and they go around 360 degrees. She has no further articulation in her arms. Her waist has nothing, and her legs. We're going to pull her skirt up, which we can't because it's so tight. The hemline actually catches onto her legs. Nope, so we're going to have to undress her, and I hope if you got kids in the room, you might want to hide them. I just don't want them to be exposed to her. There's not really nothing. It's not like she's got anything showing. I'm just trying to make sure I get all the articulation points down. Okay, that rubber band and my lack of fingernails is clashing big time. All right, so taking her clothing off. Plus, I think she has the shorter body, but I'm not 100% sure. There's so many different body styles now. Oh, see, they got that on her, a baggy on her, so she won't get the black stain on her. And I wonder if she has like the little thing in her dress. She does not. So she doesn't have the little, I'm going to call it a thong that catches up so it won't ride up on her. But it shouldn't anyway. So she's got a plastic diaper on in case she's on the campaign trail for too long. So she's got the ball jointed legs that are not elastic. They don't do elastic ever. I've never seen anything like they're just not as good as the elastic ones. I like the elastic ones because you can go out farther. They go out this far. So hold on, let me try to get it from straight. Not even like 20 degrees really. Her legs are perfectly straight, which I'm fine with. The symmetricalness of her arms doesn't bother me as much as it normally would. And the plastic diapers drive me absolutely bonkers. Got to get that off of her. It's driving me crazy. She does have black shoes, which are really good with this outfit, I personally think. So let's see how tall she is. She's just a tad shorter. Just a tad shorter, but I don't know if that's the short body. Again, when they first came out with these different bodies, I could tell the difference. It's a genuine Barbie, which is a new thing I've never seen stamped on the back. 2015, made in Indonesia. So she's not part of the Chinese Tariff Wars dolls. She is copyrighted 2025, but she was made in Indonesia instead of China. So let's see if this dress, which is not a bad dress. I didn't pick it for the dress. I picked it for the skin tone because I looked at it and I thought, well, that looks like the skin tone I need. And I was pretty darn close. So she has a molded on swimsuit underneath. So her body is also ball jointed in the legs right there in the thighs. But they go out farther than Barbie's. And if you do it just right, you can get to go a little bit farther, but they're also very fragile. This is very hollow plastic. The knees, if you know, they're meant for kids, but I'm afraid kids will probably snap these legs. And as you can tell by the hands, they don't go as far down as they should. She's got bent arms and her hands go down to her thighs. Well, her hands go to her thighs too, but as a human being, your hand should go down to your mid-thigh, not your top of your thighs. Again, she has a very interesting cinnamon color to her. She's a lot more like this body, but not quite as, this one's not as dark. So I got another doll, unfortunately. So I'm like, I don't want more dolls. I just want to perfect the ones I got. But she was just, for $3.99, pretty and hard to resist. She does have a gold bracelet on too, which looks good with this outfit. She's wearing black shoes. So she's got actually 2 gold bracelets. I don't usually unrubber band those because then they just fall off and get lost and the cats end up, you know, chewing on them. My cats are good about not messing with toys, although this morning, for some reason, she was smacking around that, or he was smacking around this glow-in-the-dark doll I have, you know, hanging up. So this Dollar Tree fashion, which is a little uneven on the one side to the other, looks pretty good on her, actually. The golds, the blacks, go with the shoes, golds and the blacks. So that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? And then again, her, I think that color hair and everything, she needs to be in a swimsuit. That's what she needs to be in. Let's see if she can wear this outfit, because, you know, you can tell that one's a little bit big on her. And then her pink shoes actually will make sense, because right now, pink shoes with that gold and black dress, what are they thinking, really? And of course, it's going to fit. It may be a little bit tight, but let's find out. All right. Oh, and on the back of her, she's got Greenbrier, which is another way of saying money tree or Dollar Tree. International Incorporated, made in China, making the Chinese the Chinese. So her waist, while it is skinny enough, I think the breasts are what's keeping it from going together. Yeah, her breasts pop out a little bit farther than this girl's, this lady's. Looks pretty good. I like how the sleeves and the hemline are the same length. So now if I put the pink shoes on her, I usually like open toe. So let me get the open toe. There's stickers on the side. So which shoes do you like better? Me too, I like the open toes better. Now they are cut in the front, which I'm not sure if they're supposed to be. Oh, you know what I just realized? These are messed up. They're cut in the front, and they're not supposed to be. That's how they came. They were, yeah, what do you expect from China? All right, so I thought ordering from AliExpress was gonna be great like it used to be. It's not. Something happened, and they're just not as good as they used to be. Those actually look pretty darn good with this outfit. All right, so we got the AliExpress head, Dollar Tree body, Dollar Tree shoes, Barbie clothing, and we got the new Barbie girl, and we got my summer, which I already have another summer, so the heads are about the same. That's probably why I don't know. But 2003 for this head, and this one is 2016. Now, again, I know most of you guys out there are my age, and I know that you probably have, like me, stopped caring about the head molds. But is there a newer head mold that you can remember other than Summer? And I don't know if Leah is newer. I don't think Leah and Kayla, they were around that same time. I know Drew was a popular one from this period, but anything after 2010, I don't know. And if you know a place that tells the head mold names, let me know, because I'm curious. I'm about to go check that out myself, because 2016, I wouldn't know. I stopped caring because they stopped naming them. They stopped giving them names. Why would I care to remember the names of them? Hey, well, thanks for coming by on this fantastically beautiful Fashion Figure Friday. And soon we're going to be switching that over to Tuesday Taylor, you know, Tuesdays or something like that. And we'll just introduce a new friend to her, or we'll redress them like I did today. I like to redress. And I don't always like to do dress. Like, once I get an outfit on somebody, it's like perfect, I'm done. But then you'll get some new options for your Tuesday Tailors. I know a lot of people out there collect Tuesday Tailor as well as I do, and the shoes. Yeah, what are we going to do about shoes? All right, this has been a Fashion Figure Friday, and I'll see you next week or sooner.